What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, all about pressure washing and quote IQ. And in today's video, we're going to be doing pressure washing business talk. Nothing's off the table except for everything good. I'm just kidding. What's up, Mike? How's it going, man?
The bearded one is the worst one. That was mean, Peaches.
Shouts out to Peaches and Jack for being the first one in the live. They know what time we go live. 12 p.m. Central every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Mike's Eastern. I'm Central. That's why we say it like that. Right, Mike?
Yeah, you are. You are Central.
Yeah.
You are Central. I love it.
You got that right. We got Payne's pressure washing in the house. What's up, guys? Appreciate you for hanging out, Payne. It's kind of true, though. Peaches is in the house. Jack Grimaldi's in the house. You two are going back-to-back live streams minus the bearded one. Must be something big. We do got some
yesterday. Say what?
So we do have some big things to talk about.
We do. But like yesterday, Chris wanted to go live. And so I was like, yeah. And then I called Justin and I was like, hey, do you want to go live? And he was like, yeah. And so we all went live and it was fun. And Chris was there and he was in charge of the Lion Talk and some other things, which was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We talked about Lions. It was great. Revival Pressure Washing is in the house. JBNB Dar is in the house. Above and Beyond. We got our boy Todd Ketchow in the house. Todd, we appreciate you for hanging out as always. Cesar Nunez. Peaches Pressure Washing in the house. Peaches, do you have a business? Let us know in the comment section.
I think she must because she talks like she does. What's up, Leatherman?
And did we assume Peaches was a woman? I think she said
she did. She confirmed she was a woman.
Okay, what's up, Mike? Says Leatherman. Soft wash. My son wants to start a bin cleaning. He found your brother's channel. This dude looks and sounds exactly like dude. He took my whole swag. You know what I mean? So I taught him everything.
It's we actually cloned Justin and created Matt and said, okay, clone Justin. And that's what I called him before we named him Matt. We called him Clone Justin. And we're like, okay, Clone Justin, go and clean bins. And so Clone Justin went, he cleaned bins. And then we were like, okay, we need to come up with a better name. So we named him Matt.
This is your job to clean bins. Yeah, I know. So yeah. Anyway, it's a lot of fun with Matt doing the bin cleaning. Highly recommend starting a bin cleaning business if you haven't. No one was talking about that on YouTube till I started posting videos. I just had a thought one day. I'm like, dude, because people were doing dumpster pad cleaning. I'm like, why can't people clean trash cans? And anyway, it turned out it was a thing, but nobody was really talking about it. Wet Willie's exterior cleaning. What's going on? We want to let you guys know something before we jump into this one. I'm going to be doing a live class. Mike, move your head over to the right. I'm going to be doing a live Facebook workshop, you guys. There's limited seats in the workshop. I'm going to be talking about an ad that I recently ran that did over $80,000 in quotes. We're going to be doing an ad breakdown of that. We're going to be talking about how to write high converting ad copy. I'm going to show you guys my video ad script that absolutely crushes for pretty much every single service business that I've ever ran it for. Show you the difference between video and picture ads, some ads that I personally run that do great, so you guys can copy that into your business. I'm then going to show you the back end setup because a lot of you guys are burning money and you don't even know about it. And we're going to do some Q&A towards the end. So if you're interested, it'll be the first link in the comment section description. Highly recommend you guys jump in because it's going to be really good. I'm going to be breaking down all the ad sauce. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of fun, right, Mike?
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Showing you guys a bunch of ads and showing you guys how we convert. It's real easy to burn your money if you're not doing the right things. You know what I mean? It's one thing to run ads. It's one thing to spend money. It's another thing to do it correctly in the maximize.
And then you've got all of these, like I am constantly bombarded with video advertisements with, Facebook gurus that are going to run your ads for you and set up your ads and do all this stuff. And like, there are people that are really good at this, and there are people that are not really good at this that will tell you they're really good at this. They will take your money to run their ads, and then they will spend all of your ad spend as well. So you're not only paying them to run your ads, then you're having to pay for the ads, and they don't have the same vested interest in your business as you do. Therefore, they're probably not going to be as good as you are, care as much as you are, track as much as you are. And so Justin, what he's doing is he's going to give you the blueprint so you can do it yourself and don't have to rely on anybody else. And this is again, it's one of these knowledge things, right? The more knowledge you have, the better that you get. It's very simple.
The other thing is I keep it really simple. So the ad strategy is not anything complicated. You don't need to get a whole bunch of different softwares to track things. I keep it as simple as possible. I'm going to show you a couple different tools you can utilize. I'm going to show you how to set these up optimally. And how to get a bunch of money from these ads. Like I said, we did $80,000 in quotes. We ended up landing about $24,000 in jobs from it, and I think it was like 750 is what we spent on the ad. So we 30x'd our ad spend, which if you can do that, man, it's just like printing money at that point. So we're going to go through everything. You guys can be able to ask me questions. It's going to be a lot of fun. And for the first 5 people to jump in and submit their ads, we're actually going to do ad critiques. So I'll be critiquing your ad live in front of everybody, and it'll be great. I'll tell you what you should do differently. Self-employed moron is here. What's up, guys? Hope you're well. We are. We appreciate that, self-employed moron. Got the beginning of the live yesterday. I got in at the end, had some great advice. Not a pressure washing business, but drywalling at the moment. Yeah, sweet.
Love it.
Tony, this advice that we give is applicable to any service industry. It's under the guise of pressure washing because that's me and Mike's main squeeze with regards to some of the stuff that we do. So,
yeah. Well, and that's something that, a lot of people get confused about when they watch, our channels, and they think that, pressure washing is all there is. And, there is pressure washing is an important aspect of a very small portion of my income, of Justin's income, but our real passion is on the marketing and the sales side, and that's where we excel. And so, pressure washing, but I think the real value, and I preach it all the time, it's about the sales, it's about the marketing, it's about customer acquisition, getting your business in front of as many people as possible to convert those to customers, have a phenomenal customer experience. Like that's the real magic. And I don't want to say anybody can go out and spray bleach and soap, but
and we talked a lot about that yesterday, right? You get paid in direct proportion to the value that you add. And if you're somebody who go out and close, 6-figure contracts, you're a lot more valuable than somebody that just goes out every day and sprays bleach. So
yeah, like if I was to go out with Mac and go out with Matthew every single day and every single night, I would get nothing accomplished. My business would, it would be stagnant. And so I think it's very important for you to find what you're really good at and excel. And if you're good at washing, if that's all you're capable of doing, because maybe, you don't have the ability to, market or speak well or talk to people, then stay out there working and hire people to do the other components, because you need to be well-rounded in your business. You need to have all of those different factors, hitting on all cylinders all the time. And so that's why we talk about, automating a lot of the stuff out of your business, finding your strengths, focusing on the strengths, identifying your weaknesses and mitigating those. And so, business is more than just, spraying water and bleach. I mean, that's why so many of these businesses fail. That's why you hear these guys, oh, well, there's so many trailers and equipment on Facebook Marketplace because everybody goes out of business. Yeah, because they're morons. They didn't know what they were getting into. They didn't know how to prepare. They didn't know how to get customers. They didn't know how to do a lot of things other than buy some equipment and think they had a business. Equipment doesn't make the business.
boom. Okay. All that to say, dude, if you do drywall, watch us up, man. We're going to give you some good stuff. Eastern Pro Wash here. Love you guys. Or love you guys stuff.
Hey, thank you.
If you love us, if you love the stuff, we appreciate it. Content is even very similar. I mean, at the end of the day, like the success principles are there, and me and Mike both talk about them. You know what I mean? So, your shorts, love it.
Mike, like the shorts I'm wearing right now, they're Lululemon, or like the videos. Which one?
Mike's not wearing any shorts right now. Start with $350 pressure wash, start with the weekend jobs, or buy a 10K trailer ready to go and run with. Okay, so start with a $350 pressure washer or a 10K trailer, Mike. Great question.
Okay, and this question can be answered multiple different ways. If you have the funding, and when I say funding, I'm not talking about going into debt, but if you've got the money to go out and buy, a $10,000 trailer, then I would say, yes, do that, but only if you've got 10K to put into your marketing and your sales, right? If you don't have that, then start with a $350 pressure washer, invest in your marketing, right? Get customers, start making money, save money, reinvest in your business. Very simple principles. Are you going to be super efficient with a $350 pressure washer? Absolutely not. Are you going to be slow on the job? Are you going to be taking way too long? Are you going to be, I don't want to say losing money, but you're not going to be making as much money as if you had the $10,000 setup with the 10 gallon per minute or the 8 gallon per minute machine that's going to allow you to function at a much higher rate of speed. So, again, it just depends on where you're at, who you are, what your goals are. Is this a side hustle? Is this, if you're pushed into something like you lose your job and you have no other means, then you do whatever it takes, right? Lots of different ways to answer that.
Absolutely. I would say that, the more money that you invest on the front end, the more overhead you give yourself and the more risk you have of things not, playing out the way that you thought they would. If you stick to lower risk, 350 in the beginning, what's the worst thing that happens? You don't get any jobs, the business isn't for you, and you just sell your washer for 350. I mean, a lot of these guys get themselves into the 10K brand new trailer or the 15 or 20 or 30K trailer, and then they have to sell the trailer for like much less after the fact. So,
or they finance it and it gets repoed because you don't have the customer base to make the payments to generate the income to make the payments. So yeah.
So I would say let your equipment scale with your knowledge. Let your equipment scale with the jobs that you're getting. Obviously, like there's a place for 10K, 20K, 30K trailers, but you don't have to start there. That's not really the starting point, in my personal opinion. It's like, let's get the jobs, let's reinvest the money. Me and Mike have been big into let the customer pay for the equipment at the end of the day, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'd recommend going cheaper first. Make sure you get the model down, know your chemicals, know your equipment, know your processes, and then reinvest from there. So, good luck.
You say processes like a Canadian. Are you Canadian?
Processes. No, I'm not. I saw a Canadian goose one time though.
Yes.
You like geese, huh, Mike?
No, I don't. In fact, they come to our pond all the time because we've got a bunch of ducks. We've got Peking ducks, and we feed it. They're our babies. Like we raise them from, we hatch them and then we raise them. And the Canadian geese come and they know when we feed our ducks, and so they come and they try to eat. And Canadian geese, they roll up like in a pack of like 15 or 20, and then they poop everywhere. And we got our yard is fenced, but it goes right out to a lagoon, and the Canadian geese are like right on the other side, and then like that whole area of grass beyond the lake in between the lagoon and the fence, it's all covered in goose poop. So I got a little Crossman 760 BB gun that I do a 2-pump rule, right? It won't break skin. It won't even break my skin, and these ducks they're geese. They've got lots of down and feathers and protective barriers. So I'll pop them, like pop, pop, pop. Multiple, not the same goose, but like, and then they'll leave, right? And you would think over time they would eventually learn, but they don't. They keep coming back. And then I don't know, 4 weeks ago, my wife was laying out by the pool, and the geese come, and I grab the little air rifle, and I pop one of the geese, and I always aim for their body, and I don't know what happened, but I hit it directly in its head, and it must have been like right through the ear or right through the eye, because this goose immediately, like, it freaked out, flips over on its back. It's in the water. Its head is like, I don't know what it was doing, but it was like drowning itself, like, and flapping. And I felt horrible. My wife, of course, she's like, "What did you do?" I'm like, "You're the one that told me to shoot it." Like, and so I'm the bad guy because I happen to, execute a
Like, do we need to call Animal Protective Services on you?
Oh, did I just confess?
Yeah, on a live stream. This is recorded.
Oh no. Oh my God. Now it's over. I'm going to goose jail.
Goose jail.
But
Anyway.
so long story short, I had to get the goose out of the lagoon, give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
You didn't put your mouth on a goose mouth.
Yeah, well, no, they don't have mouths; they have beaks. So I put it on. I was like, and you know that when you blow into a goose's mouth or beak like that, it goes quack, quack, like you blow into it, and it makes it make its noise. And so I was doing that, and then I was giving it, I was doing CPR on the goose, and then I realized that it was completely dead because I shot it directly in its eyeball.
Oh my gosh, Mike, we probably could have saved that story.
For what?
This is probably not the medium for that story. For our goose channel.
Oh.
Okay, we did a job at a hospital one time, and there was like it was like a goose farm, and not really, but like they all hung out by the water. There's a huge water thing over there, and like we had to wash all this goose poo off of these walkways. It was like a nightmare, and you had to make sure you were wearing eye protection, and like because the goose poo would go all over the place. So that's my experience with the gooses too. Um, thank you, Jack, for the compliment. Also, Peaches says, "Is that a real finger?" I don't know what that means. Anyway. The old second gen Dodge getting an upgrade today, finally updating their 24-year-old radio stereo, putting in 418s. Justin already knows how it is in Houston. I know how it'd be in H-Town, Leatherman. I know that's right. Oh, Peaches smells fishy.
I don't know who that is, but I don't like it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm the only Peaches here. Well, okay. I'm an expert at burning money. Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to keep going, see if we can find some good stuff. Yeah, Jack made a good point. Nobody ever cares about your business like you do. Be careful who you let in. Completely agree with that.
That was in response to me saying, don't let Facebook people run your Facebook ads.
Ad managers are big scammers. Completely agree. Todd Ketchell spent $24K on his setup whenever he got into the business. It's certain people, I would say you're good to go. I mean, Todd, you'd already ran businesses before. You had your family business. Like you knew you're kind of business minded. But for somebody who's going from like a 9 to 5 to trying to run their own gig, it's kind of like too big of a jump.
But Todd is also the type of guy that invests in himself, right? He knew that he was going to be successful. He had that mindset from day one. Todd, not only is he a smart guy, but he made the investment in his equipment, but he conversely made the equipment in himself, in his knowledge of the pressure washing industry, of marketing, of sales, surrounding himself with people that have been there, that have done that. Todd is one of the, the cream rises to the top, and Todd is near the top, if not right.
Todd's one of those guys you want to surround yourself with because he's always pushing in, to new places. So we appreciate you being here, Todd. And he's still here. Like he's learned all there is to know, but he's still hanging out. He's still on the live.
You never learn all you know.
Wait, do what?
You never learn everything. I still learn stuff every day.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though, Mike.
I don't, Justin. I wish you would not just talk all this gibber jabber.
Oh, this must be how you felt how I felt whenever you're giving me the goose story. You know what I mean, Mike? Just like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Dude, I'll tell you what. I think more people would like to listen to goose.
Who's interested in the shirt Mike's wearing? Who would grab a shirt that Mike has on right now? Does that say make washing great again? What is that? Making your business great again. I like that. Let's see in the chat. Would anybody be interested in a shirt like that? And by the way, I'm doing a Facebook class. Be sure to check it out first link in the comment section description. It's going to be live. It's going to be fun. It's going to be just like this, but it's going to be all about Facebook. And I'll give you guys all my little dirty Facebook secrets. It's going to be good. First link in the comment section description. Okay, let's go back. I like to take it in order with regards to the comments because we'll make sure we hit everybody. I'm an expert at burning ad money. Okay. Will Chris be giving advice on beard growth and maintenance?
Yeah, he's good at that.
I think so. I think
he's good at growth. I'm not sure about maintenance.
Yeah, that's out of our hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A gentleman never insults another man's beard. I could never grow a beard like that. I would like to.
If you spray bleach and soap with a smile, you get paid more.
I like it.
I like that too. That's a good way to go about it. Rusty's with us. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out, Rusty. Patrick is with us. Patrick says, Mike, what's your close ratio?
Well, if I open up my quote IQ and I look at my dashboard analytics, now my close rate is really high, which is probably not a good sign. Month to date is 85.71%. Year to date is 75.79%. But I'm not that great at like closing out stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty damn good at sales.
If you guys knew how Mike went through the onboarding process, I think his numbers would make a little bit more sense. Just with how to kind of raise your average ticket price. That's a good question, though, Patrick. I think if you don't know these numbers, it's going to be a downer for your business. If you don't know what your close ratio is, if you don't know what your sales by service is,
average ticket price,
where your customers are coming from.
Average ticket price for the last 30 days is 606.51, and for the year, average ticket price is 931.36.
Not too shabby, Mike.
Yeah.
Not too shabby at all.
And obviously the bulk of our business is, well, I don't want to say the bulk. 80%, 70% residential, the rest commercial and multifamily.
And it's
So,
good to be differentiated. We've talked a couple. I don't know if you guys have seen this in the past, but we talked about how Mike went a little too heavy into commercial early on in his business. The economy took a dive, and then he found himself in a bad situation. So, Mike, what would you say that? Did you just give us the ratio of commercial to
yeah, I mean,
residential?
it was just rough. I mean, I'd say probably 60-40, 70-30, just, depends on the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then, like I've been doing this for a very long time. My business has, we've run, 8 to 10 trucks at a time. We've gone down to 2, and the pressure washing business is not where my focus is. And I mean, if you watch my channel, you know this. We are involved in a lot of things. Pressure washing is something that I am passionate about. The business is what I'm passionate about. But at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, my main focus and my main passion is Quote IQ and making it the best software that we can for, home service providers, right? There's never been software out there that I believe is doing what we're doing, built by people that actually use it, right? We're not tech nerds from Silicon Valley. We're not corporate, shirt stuff, whatever you want to call them, corporate guys in boardrooms that have never even picked up a shovel or a pressure washer or done anything like that. We are the people that are using this. We run the businesses that need this type of software. And so I'm doing everything every single day and have for the past, 3.5, 4 years. Justin, how long have we been working on this?
Probably it's going to be 2 years this month that we
That it's been
launched. Now,
live.
we worked on it for at least a year before we launched. So it's about
Yeah.
3 years now.
Yeah. And so, that's been my focus. And I would love to say that I've got the time, the energy, and the inclination to focus on the wash business, but I don't. And I'm the first to admit that. But I've been able to scale these businesses, both lawn care and pressure washing business, from next to nothing to, high 6 figures on a very lean and mean. When we were crushing with 8 to 10 trucks out there with all the commercial and doing 24/7 operations, the money was insane. The stress levels were insane as well. And I'm just at a point in my life where I don't need all that. I don't want all that, and I've chosen to focus on the things that I'm really passionate about, and that's what's so exciting, man. Like Justin and I talk about it all the time, how much we're so lucky to be able to do what we do, and we love it, right? Like it's not work. There is no work. It's just pure, like, it's just fun. It's really cool.
Yeah. And I don't know if lucky is the right term. There's so much work that we had to do on ourselves, Mike, to get
Well,
to
no, we're
this.
lucky that we're able to do this.
Right.
We are not lucky because we're in the positions we're in. We're in the positions we're in because we busted our asses. We took huge risks that way too many people are unwilling to take, and why we've got, we've reached the levels where we've reached, and we've gotten to place where we're at. Because we took those risks. And, people all the time, they're like, well, I don't know if I should start a pressure washing business or not. It's a lot of money to get into, for $350 for a pressure washer. And I'm thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, like, I'm not going to say how much we've invested of our own money. There's no venture capital money. There's no loan. There's no loans. There's no nothing that's backed Quote IQ except Justin and my own money. And it's, yeah. It's crazy, but yeah, there's no luck. It's hard work.
That's why we preach to you guys about like not taking profit too early. Like we know that like the amount of time and energy and effort and money and everything else that we put into Quote IQ before it actually turned into anything was crazy,
Yeah.
But, and there was no promise of anything. So we took a monster risk with that. But
Huge risk.
Yeah.
Huge risk.
But it worked out. And I'm very happy that we did. So
thank God.
No risk, no reward.
Dude, can you imagine if it didn't?
Yeah. No, that's the thing. We don't imagine anything like that because we only imagine the most successful thing it could be, but we would never allow that because me and Mike are the best at pivoting. Like, we'll just continue to pivot, find what works, and move in that direction. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's been things that we've done with Quote IQ and other things that haven't been as successful as we thought they would be. Do we regret doing them? No, but
We learned.
we learned. And so that's why when we get on here and we talk to you guys about all this stuff, like, we live it, day in and day out. So more importantly though, Mike, the meat of the week. Is it the same as yesterday?
Yeah, because last night we didn't do anything. We were watching a little Falcons football. I'm not a Falcons fan. Not a Falcons fan. I was rooting against them. I'm a Steelers fan. Darnell Washington, the greatest Steeler of all time. If anybody's interested, number 80. It's the only jersey I've ever purchased. But yeah, so the meat of the week is still the stuffed cabbage. And you'd asked yesterday, it was a beef and some sort of red Swedish sauce, not Swedish, sweet-esque. It was a sweet sauce that it's always on that cabbage. So I don't know. It's
A
amazing. I love
Swedish fish,
cabbage.
Mike? That's crazy.
My Maddie loves Swedish candy.
Yeah. Shouts out to Superhero for hanging out with us. We got the Spider-Man in the house.
Hey.
Business only 15 to 20% actually doing jobs and the work itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Anyone else? Unsolicited ad companies, website designers on your professional profiles. Absolutely. Amazing plan. Watch every time. I get lots of great sales knowledge for everyone. Tony,
Awesome.
thanks for being with us. We appreciate you for hanging out. Peaches asked Jack how his meat was, and he says bulbous yet tender.
Oh my God, these
we
two.
really appreciate
Get a room for God's sakes.
We really appreciate Peaches and Jack for hanging out with us. They always make the chat really fun, I've been making sub. Can't work right now due to health issues. I've been making subwoofer boxes and figuring it was time to upgrade my own. Absolutely.
Right.
I used to have 210s in my truck, and that was a lot of fun,
Dude, ever since I was like 16, I always had bass.
You got to have a little bass in there.
Dude, you
Keep
gotta
things
have a little
fresh.
bass. Some
Um,
no, I'm not gonna say it.
A lot of my competitors are already selling off their $20,000 trailers because they took loans, but I built mine myself from reinvesting profits from each job and don't
Yeah.
need to worry about selling my equipment. That's the way to go. We recommend doing exactly like Jordan did. Jordan started, I think I remember from a previous live, $34, started a window cleaning business, did $25,000 window cleaning over a summer, and now he's in a great position. He owns his trailer. He built his equipment. He knows how it works. I would recommend everybody go that route. And then as soon as you get yourself to a place where you're making that kind of money, jump in the coaching program. All we're going to do is elevate you, elevate you, elevate you. We'll get you the commercial script. We'll get you landing the right jobs, and you'll make, way more money. Any pointers on removing paint from asphalt? I have graffiti remover, but only ever used on concrete and brick.
I am not a big paint remover from asphalt expert, but what I have seen people do, like in the striping world, is if they mess up, they just paint it black. I mean,
There you go.
That's what I know.
Brian says, I'm not in the industry, but thank you for the advice. I have my own notary business. This is so fun. Is anybody else in here in different businesses? Man, because, dude, a notary business, same deal, right? How do we get in front of as many people as possible? We need to be where those people are actively searching for, the type of work that this
And
notary
you want to
provides.
talk about a niche service, right? Like, I feel like that would be relatively easy to kind of market. Like, we talk about that in your Facebook and in the workshop that you're going to be doing. I mean, that's one of the key things that you talk about. And yeah, I think, very, very interesting.
Iron, good stuff, man. We appreciate you for hanging out with us. What is this? Okay, I'm not reading that. Let's keep going.
Which one? The Andrew Tate one?
Not the morbid goose story. Oh, she's okay. Peaches says she meant the from this picture. Is this my real finger? Nope, not that one. That's your finger.
That was my finger.
That's my finger. That's my real finger. If anybody's interested, I'm doing a class. It's a live class. Dude, it does look fake. Look how fake that finger looks.
It does. It looks like a weird look.
It looks like E.T.
I'm trying to make, there we go. Like it was my finger. I wish I could wiggle it.
I think the weirdest part is you can't see any other fingers with it. You know what I mean, Mike?
Yeah, it's weird.
So,
I should have erased it.
That's it. That's the real finger. So if you guys are interested, I'm doing a live Facebook workshop. Check it out. It'll be the first link in the comment section description.
Down below.
I love when people are like, dude, I kill with the Facebook ad stuff. It's perfect. You know, that's what it's for. Dang, I really appreciate you guys for all the comments. We have a lot of comments on this one. Oh, and we got a super chat. Super chat jumps to the top of the list. Purcell line striping. We appreciate you for hanging out. Do I need specific software to download the customer contract? I'm working on my tech skills, but still having difficulties.
No, it is a zip file, so you will need to open it up on a computer, and then you'll be able to access. There's like an implementation guide, the actual document itself, which you'll have to go in and edit, and then that's it.
Computadores. Yeah. So yeah, just make sure you open it on your computer. If you have any issues, just send us an email. We'll get it straightened out
And
for
the
you.
beautiful thing about that customer contract, A, it was written by an attorney. B, it helps protect your business. C, if you're using Quote IQ, you can upload your contract and then it's sent with every single estimate that you send. And then when your customer gets the estimate and accepts the estimate, they have to put their name and accept. And by accepting the estimate, they're also accepting your terms and conditions. So should anything happen down the road, you've now got documentation that they signed the document.
It's a good way to go. Todd says my trailer was twice that. I was saying congratulations on the $24,000 win. Appreciate it, Todd. Appreciate
You
it.
don't have to brag,
Todd's
Todd.
trailer was 50 grand. Gee, willikers.
But Todd got a Southeast Soft Wash trailer, and back when he was picking that up, I remember Cody saying that it was by far the like, and we didn't know Todd at that point, but he was like, this dude got absolutely everything, and then he keeps calling and saying, okay, do this and do this. And I think for the guys down at Southeast, it was just kind of like a badass, like we're able to kind of show off what we can do. And this guy has essentially given us a blank check. And I've seen the trailer and it is phenomenal. It is a beast.
It's a beauty, and it's got a lot of colors on it. All right, another super chat. Peaches with a super chat. Super chats jump to the top. We appreciate it, Peaches. Jack, would you do me the honor of a date? P.S. I'm feeling lucky.
Jeez Louise. Do you
Mike,
guys live close to each other?
You read yesterday?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. I have a good comment here. Peaches, thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. And thanks to Jack for being here too. What are your thoughts on Nashville, Tennessee as a market? Just stumbled onto your videos. I'm trying to get a list of what to get started. What are a few items to get started? So 2 questions here. But
well, neither of us live in Nashville, but Nashville is a good market. We know several people from the Nashville market, and like Ben is up there, and he crushes. He's a solo operator. He is well equipped, and both with equipment and knowledge. He's got experience, and he is calling and targeting only on the most high-end neighborhoods, and this dude is cleaning $1,000,000+ houses all the time, and he's absolutely crushing it. So Nashville, Tennessee, it's a great market if you know what you're doing, if you know how to market, if you know how to sell. It's a great market, as is pretty much any major metropolitan area, right? Like there is more than enough work for everybody, and there is no such thing as oversaturation. And if you say there is, you're making excuses. And then as far as a list of what to do, Justin did a great video on the equipment you need to start. Just go to his channel and do a little searchy poo on starter equipment or whatever, and you'll find a lot of great information.
Absolutely. Yeah. Once again, I just want to reiterate what Mike said. No such thing as a bad market. Every market's good as long as it has a good season and it's got mold, mildew, algae. It doesn't really matter though. You can offer any service that you want to. You can make your service service list as big as possible, right? Don't just offer pressure washing, gutter cleaning, roof washing, window cleaning, Christmas lights, like you name it. Okay. Couple yeses to the shirts. Shirts. Okay. Let's see what else we got. One thing I do want to say. Peaches says that's a high close rate, Mike. You might want to raise your prices.
Thanks, Peaches.
Okay. Volume makes it up. I used your website to get a quote and was shocked at the price. It's low, and I'm in Alabama. LOL. Yet Mr. Toybox is asking us about 3 different marketing sources because he doesn't know which one to choose because he can only afford to do one at a time. Mike, why are you looking like that?
I was just reading comments.
Okay.
Did someone? Am I supposed to answer something?
No, so Mr. Toybox said that he did an Insta quote on your website, and he said the price is low even for Alabama. But he also asked us out of 3 different marketing things, he can only afford one. So which one should he go with? So it's just kind of funny that that's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know. My prices. I wonder which did you go to Quote IQ or did you go to my personal website? Because if you went to my personal website, I really hate when people do that because it wastes my time.
That is
Um,
really annoying.
but and I don't know where in Alabama you are, but my prices are very competitive with the competition. And like I said, I'm not reliant upon pressure washing to live. This, and but my price, I'm quite satisfied with my pricing and our profit margins and our annual gross sales and all of that stuff. So, but to each his own. I mean, I know like for a fact, like if somebody from like Ohio or Pennsylvania saw what the guys down in the Southeast charge, they would be like, holy shit, how could you're not making any money? You're like, well, no, but we work all year round as opposed to having, a 6 or 7 or 8 month season, right? 12 months making money, even if it's a little bit lower, it's all about, the math and averages, but yeah.
Anyway, let's keep it going. If y'all got jacked like me, you'd close 100% no matter what your price.
I don't know what that means. Like
Yeah.
you're very fit. That's cool.
He's a girthy gentleman.
What?
He's a girthy gentleman, and it helps him make a lot of sales. So congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Where can you find budget trailers or what trailers do you recommend? I don't think there's such thing as a budget trailer. I
Where do
mean,
you see that,
trailers.
Mike? I don't even see that comment.
Jay Chafino.
Is that at the bottom? What time did it come in at?
It was right above it's 126, right above your jacked.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I don't know. I mean, I've always been looking for a good deal on the trailer itself. But like as far as like equipment, like trailers that are already built out, there are all kinds of builders. We talk about Southeast Softwash. Todd's got a trailer from them. I've got one, probably a few others. But there's builders all over. If you're not, in the Southeast, then check out some of the other places.
Or just go to Facebook Marketplace. You'll find some cheap, secondhand trailers there. Most YouTube power washing channels are all in states with humidity, organic growth. What are some power washing services to offer in dry states like Arizona?
I know a bunch of guys that are in the Arizona market with pressure washing businesses, and there are all kinds of things, particularly flat work, fleet washing. There, I mean, obviously you don't have the same organic growth that we do because it's such an arid, dry market or geography. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, no, there's all kinds of, every restaurant needs to maintain, the sanitary whatever, and they're graded on that stuff. So, I mean, restaurants, stuff. Yeah, there's all kinds.
Specialty chemicals. I mean, dumpster pad cleaning, like, oil stain removal. They have oil stains over there.
Bin cleaning,
Bin cleaning, like there's a bunch of
gutter
stuff.
cleaning. Well, I don't know. Cactuses don't have many leaves.
They got those porcupine things on them, though.
Yeah.
Who's taking a shot for every time they say quote IQ? If I knew people were drinking when we say that, I'd said it way more. What do you say, Mike? Peaches says only losers day drink.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a YouTube video that got recommended to me, and it was like day drinking in the park and smoking cigarettes, and it had like 700,000 views on it. I'm like, who's watching this dude just go day drink and smoke cigarettes? That's what we should start naming some videos on our channel, Mike.
Well, you know what I did last night? I went to a spooky fun haunted trail in my neighborhood, and I said, this is so awesome. It was the first night he was open, so I went live and I shared it with there was like 140 people on watching me walk through this.
You went live last night on your channel for a spooky Halloween fest?
Yeah.
What?
And you guys need to check it out because it's fucking amazing. Kent is my buddy who sets this thing up every year. He's been doing it for 11 years. This year alone, he spent over $100,000 building out. Like he's got an entire like spooky band with like giant speakers, a stage, lights, smoke. He built a flying saucer. But I mean, I've got two, what are they, 12 or 13-foot like monsters in my front yard, and bunch of scale. Like I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite. So I've got all this giant shit. I actually was at Tractor Supply today buying a rope because I'm gonna build a giant spider web for my giant spiders, and I'm gonna have it from the top of my house all the way down into the yard. So like, but Kent, dude, and I was like, so how much have you spent in the 11 years? He's like, oh, probably $400,000 or $500,000. But like,
Holy shit.
go to my channel and watch the live. It's amazing. It's incredible.
Dude, my neighbor last year, I guess he was trying to be funny, and so, like, he got this doll and he hung it over the street, and, like, so he, like, ran a line from, like, one tree to the other, and it was like somebody was hanging in the middle of the street,
I
and
love
then
it.
I guess his wife talked to him, and she's like, "Hey, that's a bad idea," and so then he hung it from his own tree, and I was like, "Dude, this shit is, like, you're taking it too far," in my personal
Yeah.
opinion,
Well, I've
but
got skeletons hanging from my tree. I got 3 skeletons. I call it the hanging tree. Um, yeah, it's a good time. But
would love a house tour, Mike.
when a gentleman loves Halloween, you know, you got to
No,
go.
Mike's yard does look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's
Oh,
done
and I've got
tastefully.
a 12-foot skeleton dog next to my 12-foot skeleton.
I love it.
So fun.
Oh wait, this wasn't the right one. Yo, loving quote IQ, man. How can I upgrade my plan? Hey, who's SMM? Take a shot.
Hey, take a shot, SMN, you
Uh,
jack fool.
okay, so the thing about upgrading within quote IQ, there's technically no upgrade. All you are is you're on a subscription, so it's either premium, platinum, or ultimate. And in order to upgrade, you have to cancel that subscription and then resubscribe to whatever
You
plan.
will not lose any of your information. Just cancel and resubscribe to the tier that you would like.
Yep, absolutely. Okay. Where can you find budget trailers? I've invested all my profits to go from a bucket and squeegee to a full 16-foot pressure washing trailer build in 5 to 6 months. Dude, beautiful. That's the way to go.
Way to go.
Adding some tins to my Ram soon. Yep, perfect. If you were to build a setup for only cleaning dumpster pads, what would that look like?
If you were only cleaning dumpster pads, you would want enough. I mean, I'd probably go 225 gallons for water, 40 to 60 gallons for surfactant. Oh man. Or I mean, maybe not even that much for water. But that's just the sizes that I like. And because you're going to be using a lot of degreaser if you're doing only dumpster pads, and you're not going to want to rely completely or solely on the water supply at a restaurant because some of them might not have them. Flow might not be adequate, and you don't want to be waiting around. So I would definitely want a buffer tank, 10 gallon per minute machine. And if you were only doing dumpster pads, I would highly recommend a hot water unit because it's going to help to expedite your process and do a better job cleaning on those grease pits and the nastiness that you're going to be finding.
Absolutely. It's a good way to go. Babe, shut up. Mike Vadan is live. That's what we like to hear. Shout out to Josh. We appreciate it. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm going to be doing a live class, Facebook ads. If you're running ads and they suck, you need to jump in the class, okay? Because I'm going to show you how to make them not suck so much. And we're going to be doing it here really soon. So first link in the comment section description, be sure to register. And if you submit your ad, I will roast it for you. So
I got a question. So SMM, every comment that he makes, it's negative, right? Like, so clearly he's not a fan. Why are you here? That's my question. Like, why are you here? Why are you watching? Everything that you say is negative. Obviously, we're not, like we don't care. We're leaving you in and you can continue to say whatever you want. But it's just funny to me that somebody would waste their time, their energy
I bet I
talking.
can guess his bank account balance within a couple $100.
100. Yeah, you're right.
I would surmise this.
And I would also bet that he thinks that we're the reason that the pressure washing business is oversaturated and why he's not getting any jobs. It's our
probably
fault.
because he's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he's hiding behind an avatar and
And
dumb shit in the comment section. Okay, let's see. We had some other good questions. Head janitor. Taking out the shit on the daily. I breed ferrets. They are vicious little animals, but their coats are worth a fortune. Oh god. Nice, Jack. That sounds fun. Hand modeling is in my future. Absolutely. Dude, this dude Jay asked, where can you find budget trailers like 20 times? Jay, go to Facebook Marketplace and search it up. Thoughts on seal coating driveways? I'm 19 and the minimum pay for a 2-car driveway is like $600. Thoughts on doing anything? I think anything that you do that provides value in exchange for money is a great way to go. And the more value you can provide in exchange for the more money is an even better way to go. So, yeah, sealing driveways is a great way to go.
I like it.
And once you get there, sell them something else that they need to get done. My service offer, trust documents, loan signings. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you hanging out. Byron. Man, look at Byron. He looks like a good guy, man, in a suit and everything. We appreciate you, Byron. But then we got self-employed more. No, I'm just kidding. This guy was cool. Welding contractor, pressure washing business. Been implementing stuff from you guys in the welding business, and it's been pretty great. Still learning the washing business side. Totally. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what we're here for. All these businesses have a lot of overlap. Dude, look, he commented it again. Dude, everybody take a shot every time Jay comments, where can you find budget trailers? How do you inform potential customers on terms and conditions? Oh, this is a good one. How do you inform potential customers on terms and conditions before or after the job is awarded? What is the typical?
Get ready to take a shot.
Quote IQ!
Yeah. So one of the things that we've done to help other home service business owners out is provide a way for you to get your terms and conditions or your customer contract, contractor's agreement, whatever you have in place, in front of your customers. And it's not even anything that they actually need to visibly see. You merely attach it to every estimate within Quote IQ, which is available on both the Apple, the blah, blah. And I'm only kidding. That was for that guy. But yeah, so you attach it, and when they accept the estimate, they're accepting the terms and conditions. There's a nomenclature on the bottom that says, by accepting this estimate, and they have the opportunity to open up the PDF, review, and move forward.
If you guys want a free course on how to be really successful in business, just go look at Quote IQ and go look at all the features, right? Like dashboard analytics, know your numbers, the map measure tool, be able to quote fast, InstaQuote. When people land on your website, you need the ability to give them a quote quickly. What else, Mike? We have our hourly rate calculator. Know what your hourly rate is. Know what your overhead is. Expense tracking. Know where it's like all of our best shit is in there. You know what I mean? Follow-up sequences. Automate the things that you don't want to have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. So Quote IQ, Quote IQ, Quote IQ. Somebody's got 3 shots out there. Babe, shut up. Mike and Justin are live. Come on. That's what I like to hear. Lamar's with us. Lamar's detailing. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? Doing pretty good, Lamar. Thanks for hanging out. I have a commercial wash coming up, a big one for me. Client's husband is desperate for money and forcing his way into the wash based on his wife getting me the job. Not sure what to do exactly. Client's husband is desperate for money and forcing his way into the wash.
Yeah, so he's trying to get self-employed moron's job because his wife getting me the job. So I don't know what to do either. I mean, if she's the one that's determining who gets the job, she's probably going to go with her husband because he's the one that's needs the money. But
here's a perfect opportunity to position yourself as the authority, right? The husband doesn't have the right equipment. He doesn't have the right chemicals. He doesn't have the right knowledge to protect your house in this circumstance. He has no insurance. Obviously, if you guys damage something, you're out. If I damage something, my insurance is going to cover it. So position yourself against him. It's an easy position. This guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Like, what is he going to do? Go get a Lowe's pressure washer and he's going to put pressure on your house? Does he know what soft washing is? Does he know the proper chemical applications? Does he know the proper ratios for those chemical applications? Does he know how to protect your landscaping in the event that he gets those chemicals on the landscaping? So, dude, it should be a no-brainer. Like, just hit him hard from every angle, if you know what I'm saying. All right, let's see. I'd subscribe to an OnlyFans of Mike. Oh, there's Jack. What are you guys going to do, OnlyFans? Not in this lifetime.
I subscribe to an OnlyFans of Mike.
Justin might be sneaky strong. You got that right, baby. What do you guys think about the Florida market? That's a good question.
Florida's what, second largest or third largest population?
Oh, wait. What's it? Mr. Toy Box. Dude, this dude's in here asking us for advice. Buddy, I can afford it, but it's stupid to go all in on 3 at the same time. Clown, shaking my head. On track to hit 200K, shaking my head. Well, then, dude, you should have no problem diversifying where your money is going. You know what I mean? Like, the more the merrier. Why not have all 3 going and see which one provides the best return on your investment and then double down on whatever one that is? Like,
What was his question?
he said he got a quote on your website and that it was too cheap, and
Oh.
then was saying that which one should he pick out of 3 different ones, and now he's justifying saying that he's got enough money. He's gonna do 200K this year, so he makes plenty of money.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, let's talk about the Florida market.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, Mr. Toy Box. I don't know. I missed all that. I've Florida market, huge population. And obviously you are going to have significant competition. But again, competition is what makes America great, right? And if you want to compete, if you think you can compete, then by all means, jump in. But I would highly recommend that you do market research first, find a niche service, differentiate yourself. I mean, there's all kinds of things. And when we talk about this, so, I encourage anybody that's looking to get into the business to dive into both Justin and my channels, look at the lives. There's a lot of great information on these Q&As. So that's what I would do.
Absolutely. Also, find a way to give yourself a competitive advantage from every single aspect. Like, take a look at how customers find you. Take a look at how customers call in. How can you give yourself a competitive advantage in every single aspect of that with your service offering? So, yeah, just a little self-reflection. You'll be able to find the answers to that. I have to go down to the bottom because this was really funny. Mike's OnlyFans is just him without a hat. Mike, don't you dare take that hat off. We need all that OnlyFans money.
Hey, no, I'm not taking it off. I mean, hey, if you want the hat off, you got to pay.
Whoa.
Okay. I just saw one that was interesting. I want to move to Quote IQ, take a shot, and drop response a bit and customer factor. Can I do that without losing my data in those 2 platforms? Yeah, I mean, so all you would do is you would export all of your customer data from those 2 platforms, and then you can import it into Quote IQ. As far as jobs and estimates and things of that like that from the past, it's not going to be in there because it's not going to transfer. But your contacts are the most important thing.
Yes. And we can help you guys do that. Just check out myquoteiq.com and book a demo. How do I start a pressure washing business?
Great question. And we made that video 100 times.
Mike, can we hear you pitch on cleaning dumpster pads?
Yeah. So, and I've shared this before. Dumpster pads, restaurants, sidewalks, stuff like that. I'm a huge fan of using this tactic, and it's one that because when you're the customer, you're not somebody that's selling, right? So if I am looking to say I want the Outback Steakhouse, if I want Olive Garden, or some of these, I don't like to eat at these places, but these are the restaurants where Cracker Barrel, places like that are they clean on a regular basis, sidewalks, dumpster pads, receiving areas. What I like to do, I will go in and I will have a meal. When the waitress or how's everything is great, you did, meal was phenomenal, I would love to talk to the manager. Okay, now the manager is at your beck and call if you're the customer. Now, if I walk in and I've got my shirt on and I've got my business card, how can I help you, sir? I'd like to talk to the manager about what? Oh, I own a pressure washing business and I'd like to talk to him about dumpster pads. I'll take your card and let him know that you stopped by. Thank you. And so then, long story short, when he comes to the table, I would say, hey, phenomenal meal. The waitress was great. Staff, phenomenal, great food, blah, blah, blah. When I was walking in, I noticed that the dumpster pad looked a little dirty, kind of smelled a little bit. And I'm probably more in tune to this than most people because I do own a pressure washing business. And we actually specialize in dumpster pad cleanings. We work with a lot of restaurants. And we would love to give you an estimate. And here's my business card if I could get yours. And, it's a happy exchange because you're the customer. So that's how I would go about doing it. And it works great. You're muted, Justin.
Keep talking more about Quote IQ. Quote IQ, 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 Quote IQ. POV, I spent $200 with $0 on Facebook ads. that sounds like you need to jump into my ads workshop. In the ads workshop, we're going to be talking about a $80,000 ad. It landed us $80,000 in quotes. It's going to be the first link in the comment section description. I'm going to show you exactly the copy on it. I'm going to show you what the ad looked like. I'm going to break down my video ad script. I'm going to show you the back end, how I set it up, how to optimize it, and it's all really easy. You don't need to download a whole bunch of different softwares and everything else. So be sure to check it out. First link in the comment section description. If you're interested, it's going to be live. It's going to be fun. There's going to be Q&A.
It's going to be live. It's going to be okay. I got to bounce.
Okay, sweet. Mike, word of the day.
Quote IQ.
If you guys made this far in the video, comment down below, quote IQ or hashtag your real man. It's Justin's forever self-employed. Until next time, I'm hard and get that money, baby. Peace.